Good morning. It's Tyler. Just coming through to tell you a little bit about what's been going on in my life. I know I look rough, but whatever. Excuse me. Um, so this is day one. After I had a kidney stone surgery, and just to tell you a little bit about how that went. Um, so pretty much I was at work, and I was just working minding my own business. I work for Xfinity. And so I was getting back into my van or truck, whatever you want to call it. Um, I got back into it and then suddenly felt like a sharp pain shoot straight up, like the right side of my back. So I'm like, wow, this is really painful. So I happen to be going to the gas station. I'm trying my best to make it in agonizing pain. Finally get to the gas station and pull over, hop out, hoping that like maybe it was just like a spasm and I needed to stretch or something crazy like that. And then I got out, and then like the pain just instantly transferred to my side, and like it got to the point where I could not stand up, or I could not, like, nothing I was doing was able to comfort me. So I was trying to curl up in the fetal position, wasn't working. I tried to um like I said, I couldn't stand up. I couldn't sit down to drive the van or move it or drive myself anywhere. So I just sat there, and so I called my supervisor, and he's like, "Well, if it's an injury, I have to come get you." He's like, "I'm like 45 minutes away." So I'm like, "Oh God, I could have been there by now." But so he's like, "You just gotta wait for me. Give me a second, I'll be there." An hour later, he pulls up. By this time, I've already thrown up in the parking lot, and everybody's just looking at me. I'm like, golly, this sucks. But only reason I threw up is because the pain was so agonizing. It's nothing I've ever experienced. So it just caught me off guard, and like I really couldn't do anything to like calm it down. Like I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything. And so finally my supervisor pulls up. He's like, "You all right, man? Did you eat something bad?" Yada yada yada. I'm like, "No, I didn't eat anything bad. All I ate was Culver's. No shade at Culver's. I eat Culver's all the time. Best burgers around." But I'm like, "No, I didn't eat or do anything out of the ordinary." So we're in the van. We're just riding. There's a urgent care walk-in clinic that's probably like 2 minutes away. So we get there, and like I said, I could not stand up. I'm literally on all fours no matter what. So I walked in, I'm hunched over. They're like, "Is that him? Is he okay?" And he's like, "No, we don't know what's going on with him." The nurse instantly sees me. She's like, "Don't worry about signing in. Just come back. Just come back." So I'm down on my knees in the chair, kind of like as if you were praying next to a bed. That's how I was. I was like that in the chair. And so she's like, "Come back, come back." And so they there's like a bunch of them in there because nobody was literally even in there. So she's like, all the top, their doctors and physicians, everybody was in there. And they're like, "Where is it hurting you?" I'm like, "My side is killing me. I can't do anything. It's just killing me so bad." And they're like, "Yeah, it looks like you might have a kidney stone." I'm like, "Oh God, not a kidney stone." But I didn't know what a kidney stone was. I can't lie to you. So I'm just going crazy. I'm like, yo, this pain is just killing me, killing me. But leading up to that point, like a couple of days before, I had pains, but it wasn't like serious pain. Like it felt like I had pressure from my side, but I just thought it was like gas pressure, or like I had to like drop a deuce, like a real big one, and I just couldn't get it out. Maybe I was backed up or something. Uh, so I'm like, yo, maybe it's just I need to cleanse. I'll wait till the weekend and cleanse, and I'll be all good. But that next day, like a couple days after, this is when this happened. So, anyways, they're like, "Yeah, you need to go to the ER. There's one right up the street. You'll be there in like 5 minutes." Yada yada yada. So I'm like, okay. We get in the van with my supervisor. I'm like, "Yo, do you have a bag? I think I'm about to be sick." He's like, "I don't have a bag. If you gotta do it in my van, I understand." So I'm like, "Okay." So I'm about to do it in your van. He's like, ah. So I leaned over. I tried to get a little bit by where his step was. So I'm just puking, vomiting. It wasn't a lot. It was more of a dry heave. It wasn't a lot, but that's another story. Neither here or there. So we get there. I'm hunched over again. Another lady sees me. She's like, yeah, he needs immediate attention. And apparently there's a new girl at the reception desk trying to get me to come and sign in. I'm like, yo, I can't do anything right now. I'm like in so much pain. So one of the veteran nurses, she's like, come on back. We're going to check your blood pressure. Then we're going to get you back there into a room. So she checks my blood pressure, gets me into the room, gets me back there. Doctors look at me. They're like, oh, yeah, you're in some serious pain. Like, here, we're going to give you something for pain really quick. And we're going to get you in here and get your CAT scan. Make sure it's a kidney stone. Like, that's what we're thinking it is, a kidney stone. Like, so we're going to do this CAT scan really quick. And we'll get you back and we'll get you set up. So he gave me something for pain. Finally get back there, do my CAT scans. He's like, yeah. So he comes back. He's like, so you do have a kidney stone. He's like, it's 5 millimeters. He's like, which is really big for a kidney stone. It's not big in real life, but for a kidney stone, it's really big. He's like, I think he said your tubes are like 2 millimeters. He's like, so you're feeling a lot of pain from it moving. He's like, we have 2 options here. He's like, I can give you a bunch of pain meds and a bunch of things that will break it down, and then you could just try to pass it. But since it's 5 millimeters, he's like, it's going to be a very, very painful passing because it's so big, and we'll have to give you so many meds to try to break it down. He said, or we can go in, we can remove it tomorrow. We have emergency surgery tomorrow, get it removed, and then after we get it removed, you'll be good, and then you'll just have to come back in and get some more stuff done. So I'm like, what? So at this time, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, let's do the surgery faster. I don't want to have to keep going through this. This is the worst pain ever. They call it the male. They say it's equivalent to pregnancy for a woman. They said it's the same, but it says worse for a male. So I'm like, okay. This is. Get some drink. So I'm like, okay, this is terrible. So I'm like, yeah, let's just do the surgery. So he comes back. He's like, all right, I got you set up for surgery. He says, so we're going to keep you overnight, monitor you and everything, get you something to eat, get you some fluids, get you some pain meds. That way you're good and all that jazz. But what I didn't know is the way they were going to operate on it. For people who've never had a kidney stone, you have to be a brave person to go through it. Because this is what he told me after I had already set up the surgery. He's like, I'm like, so what kind of procedure is there? Are you going to cut into my side, rip it open? What are you going to do? He's like, so we have a laser. He's like, we're going to shoot the laser up your pee hole. I was like, no, that anytime anybody hears that, they kind of cringe. So he's like, we're going to shoot it up your pee hole. He's like, with a laser, and we're going to break your kidney stone down. He said, and then we'll remove it piece by piece. And then you'll be good to go as far as your kidney stone. But what we'll have to do is we'll have to leave a stent in there, and then you'll have to come back 3 or 4 days later, and we'll remove the stent. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck a stent is. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, as long as you put me down and I don't feel any of it, I'll be fine. Either way it goes, it's terrible. I'm still recovering. This is my first full day after the surgery. So pretty much what's been going on with me afterwards, I found out what a stent was. It looks like, if you've ever seen the string hang down from a girl's like vagina when she's like has a tampon, that's what it looks like. It's like a string hanging out of your pee hole. And it is just so difficult. Like, you know how we have something between our legs, so like anytime we do anything, it's like moving. You're hoping it doesn't get caught on anything, because you can feel literally like every time you step, you can feel it in your pee hole. And when you pee, I'm peeing out blood and everything. It's just the worst. I'm waiting for that stuff to stop. But he's like, the guy tells me, he's like, after your surgery, you should be good. You know, I've seen people move around like a day or two after. I'm like, how, dude? This is painful. Like, I'm moving around and everything, but it's not like, I'm like, that's why I'm glad I told him. I was like, I'm gonna need at least like a week off from work to recover. He's like, most people just need a couple days. I'm like, look, man, I work outside. I lift ladders. I go in their houses. I go in crawl spaces. I go in attics. I was like, I don't need to be supposed to be okay, and I'm not. He's like, okay, so we'll give you that week. So I've been peeing blood and everything, and it's just been so painful. And I'm trying my best to recover. I've kind of been in and out of bed. It's not as painful as it was before, but it is still painful. Um, so yeah, that's what I've been doing all day. I just been recovering. They gave me some pain meds, so I just been taking those, sitting around. I'm playing Crash Bandicoot right now. But yeah, man, just giving y'all a little breakdown of kidney stones. It's not anything you want to play with. If you get yourself checked out, go to your doctor at least once a year. I haven't been going to my doctor. This has really scared me, so I'm gonna start going. Um, just take care of your body, man. Don't ignore the signs, because like I said, I have been having some stomach pains, and I'm not a doctor person, so I was just like, I'm not gonna go to the doctor just because a lot of doctors, they'll kind of brush you off. They'll be like, well, it's this, could be that. But I definitely ignored a lot of signs that I think were kind of giving me heads up what could be happening or what could be going on. But I'm just glad I got to it before it got any more serious or any more dangerous, because I was literally losing it. So I'm off for the rest of the week up until next Monday. I'll just be here, maybe try to upload some more videos. Haven't really got into the whole blog thing yet, but I think this is a good start because I'm not really doing anything. So yeah, I'll be on Mixer, Twitch, and Xbox. I'll be on here a little bit, tinkering with things and just trying to make some stuff happen. I really can't do it too much of anything. So yeah, make sure y'all leave me some comments or something what you think about my story, and yeah, that's it.